Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela, I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and today I have an ALDI yarn haul unboxing. It's a little bit different to my normal unboxings because this time round I've just bought their kits. I wanted to see if they're actually worth the price that we're being charged for them, really. So I've undone the box and now I'm going to dig in. I forgot to say, I ordered this on the 22nd of July, or the 23rd, I'm not 100%. The yarn event was on the 26th of July, so I wasn't expecting them to post out until that date. They finally dispatched it on the 30th, and they used Hermes. And it has arrived at some point today, and it is the 1st of August. Now the reason I say at some point today was because I wasn't actually at home, and it can't have been my regular Hermes driver because they know where I like my parcels to be put, and it's definitely not slap bang in front of the door on the doorstep with the clear view for anybody to walk past and take. Thankfully we've got cameras, and you can clearly see the cameras that are pointing there, so I think that's luckily. We've got no what do you call them, porch pirates. Thankfully we've got none really around here that would have run the risk of cameras. Right, so let me grab the box, and because I'm going to struggle, I'm going to do it off camera. Hello, can you hear me over there? Right, so oh, big fat box. Let's get rid of the paperwork and pricing for the moment. Right, so the first one out is the Fiesta Crochet Collection 5-pack. Oh, down we go. There we go. So there's that one there. I don't know if I'm going to have room. I'll have to turn that on its side. Okay. It's only because I know what I'm getting. And the next one out is the Amigurumi yarn, and it is the 72 times 25 gram ball box. There you go. And yes, honestly, the Amigurumi 72 box is jammed by the feel of it because it's very heavy, and it's half the size of the other box. How big are these items going to be, I wonder? Right, let's get rid of that. Oh, flipping heck. Right. Now you're going to see Grumpy Poppy. Ugh. Go away, box. And the last one is, I thought, hey, why not? It's coming up for Christmas. It is the Disney Frozen Crochet Collection, and the box has been completely crushed. Okay, it looks like that won't be going on display. Right, let's pop that up there a second. Yeah, just give us a minute because I dropped stuff. Right, so it appears whoever's new in their packing department doesn't understand that you put the heavy stuff at the bottom, not on the top. Because it appears that the 70 odd Amigurumi balls of yarn are the ones, is the box that's done the most damage to this one, because the other one is really light. You can spin it on your finger light. Right, so I'm going to swap cameras and I'll give you a look at what's in what. Right, so the price for the Disney Frozen kit is, or was, $16.99. They may not have them on their website any longer. I know of one of my crazies who has said that they tried to get hold of it and they couldn't, and then a couple of hours later another one of my crazies turned around and went, they've put more on. So I had a look, but there was only one yarn that I'd missed out of my actual review, that I could physically see was different, and I didn't like it, so I didn't order it. Right, so here is the Frozen kit. Now this has the Anna Elsa, Kristoff and Olaf pattern included, with an extra 2 patterns for Sven and Boulder, which is that one there. Right, let's try and get into this without knocking the camera. No, it's not going to happen. Give me a second. Told you it wouldn't. Right, I'm going to leave the main box off to one side so we can actually see what's in it. Now, in the kit, you have your destruction book with the patterns for each, and they have taped your plastic hook and your plastic sewing needle to the front cover. At least it's not going to get lost in the package. Okay, gives you your pattern information, description on how to do the stitches. Okay, does it actually tell you the size of the hook so you could swap it? Notes. Doesn't appear so. So it's a case of guess the hook size. I'm guessing it's around a 3, but I'll put that up against another hook in a minute just to make sure. Right, you have 2 packs of stuffing. They're what's that? The book's right, the booklet's an A5 booklet, so that sort of gives you an idea of the size of and thickness of the stuff in there. And then you get some wads of yarn. Got a dark green, grey. They are all different. They're the same thickness. Yeah, they're all the same thickness, but they're all different amounts. Okay, I found myself some silver thread. Got a lot of white and a lot of black. A small pack of googly eyes and some minute buttons, and we are talking mega minute there. And your googly eyes are just the stick-ons type, so hot glue needed, hot glue gun I should say. Now this yarn does not feel like the ALDI yarn that you get, so I am going to assume that it isn't an ALDI yarn. It's quite coarse. Yeah, it all pretty much feels the same. Now let me just check the book for care instructions and wash instructions. No, there's no instructions there on washing your projects once used, or any care instructions. Right, let me just pop this back in the box. Right, so I know how you guys like my complete and utter honest review. I'm going to try not to be a complete and utter cow bag with it. Right, now this yarn has come in, none of it's all balled up differently. It looks like yarn that you would get in a charity shop bin that has been slightly used and just shoved in a bin, like shoved in a box. There's no care labels on it, there's no tags on it, there's no description of the yarn, so you don't know whether this has got wool content. I am going to check the box. If I'm wrong, I'll put a disclaimer down stating that I am. But this wouldn't be a kit that I would happily give out as a Christmas or birthday present to somebody, because to me, excluding the state of the box, there's as I said, it doesn't look special. It looks like a kit that's been thrown together I'm sitting here having to rewind the balls of yarn so that they don't get tangled in the box, and it's all really big, a really big letdown. So I'm going to step away from my computer for a bit, fix this box up as best I can, and have a nose through, check that what I'm saying is accurate before I post it. I found the contents list. Right, it is a 64-page booklet, assorted yarn, crochet hook, stuffing, darning needle, buttons, embroidery thread and googly eyes. Okay, with a step-by-step. Now it does say on the box this is not a toy, it is an adult craft kit. Keep out of the reach of babies and children. Contains small parts which may cause a choking hazard. Contains sharp objects. Take care during use. Oof, that's on the bottom of the box. Alright, it also states in the book that you need a 3mm hook. The minute buttons that I've shown you, they are for the eyes. I'm not being horrible, but I understand it's a craft kit and it's meant to be for us. But the probability of us being able to make those items and not have a family member's kid come round and say, can I hold it and hug it or play with it, and then for us to turn around and say, no, you can't, you've got to just look at it. I won't be using those buttons if I make up this kit. I wouldn't be using them. I would use a proper craft eye, and the googly eyes are meant to be for Olaf. Don't get me wrong, I love his googly eyes, but maybe they should have swapped that round for an embroidered eye, or at least put in the book how to do an embroidered eye, because those would have been the safer options for this kit. Right, I have just read the small print on the box that says the kits were made in China. Hold on, I'm going to have to read it again. Right, this kit is 100% acrylic. Produced in China, manufactured under license by blah blah blah. I have never felt such an uncomfortable, my hands are still itching, an uncomfortable and rough yarn. Well, not since that tatty yarn I got with my Centro anyway. So if you liked the yarn that you got with the Centro, you'll like that yarn in that kit. Right, so let's move on to the next one. Our next one is the Amigurumi yarn. That is a heavy box. Right, so the front cover says it's a 3-weight, and we need to be using is a 4mm hook. Again, we've got the normal warnings about keeping away from kids. There is 72 balls, 72 25-gram balls. There is 36 colours, and then they've got a little bit of info on the normal sort of stuff. They have got some care instructions: wash by hand, do not iron, do not tumble dry, do not stick in the washing machine. Okay, right, well, that's not too bad. At least we've got some info on the front of the box, so that if we had seen it in store, we would have probably avoided it. It's like, oh, I can't shove it in the machine, forget it. Well, anyway, let's get this one opened. Now, this one wasn't sealed at all, with like any sort of little sellotape, so I know I don't have to worry. There we go. Right, so first one up is the patterns. Now on the patterns we've got the unicorn, a seahorse, and I believe a rhinoceros. There we go. Now this one is written in English terms, and there we go. That's your pattern book. It's not as posh as the last one, is it? But hey, a pattern's a pattern, isn't it? Right, so here are the colour choices. Now this is, double check, yep, it's double layered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheekily take the top layer out and swap some round so that you can see all the colours in one hit. There you go, there's your full choice of colours. And remember, it's like a box of chocolate. There's 2 layers, yay! Now, that is literally all you get in your box, but then that's what it states on the listing anyway, so no hooks, no nothing else. Just your patterns, your pattern sheet, and your cottons. So within that kit you get all those coloured yarns, and you get 2 of each of those, so you're actually getting 50 grams of each colour. And then you get your pattern book, and that is it. There we go. This is the yarn. Try and hold that up. Come on back, come on back. There we go. That's the thickness. As it says, it's a 3. None of the balls have bands on them. They are really tightly packed in there, which I suppose is a good thing because it cuts down on room that we need to find for it. So I'm tempted to get a little box, make it all nice and pretty and stuff, and then stick those in it and have them on my back shelf until they're used. So the price of that kit was $29.99. Now within the kit you're getting 36 colours, not 72, 36 colours, which totals in at 50 grams per colour. Now with a little bit of maths, that works in at 83 pence per colour of like 50 grams. Do you think you could get it cheaper elsewhere? Probably. I have seen some really nice cottons for a little bit less than that. Okay, they may have been on sale, but would I purchase this box again? Probably not. But as for a starter Amigurumi pack, it's not a bad one. You've got pretty much every colour that you would use on a teddy bear, like, and as well as your unicorn. I don't know if I'd make the rhino, but I might actually have a go at the seahorse. Just solely because I've not made a seahorse before, so it would be a bad idea to test out the patterns. Now the patterns in there are in an English terminology, not American, but of course with Amigurumi it's normally just maybe 1 or 2 of the stitches, so they're easy to transfer over if you're only used to, like me, you're only used to working American and not English terms. Right, so let's move on to the next one. Right, so last but not least is the Fiesta Crochet Collection 5-pack. Now, I picked this one up for me, for my birthday, because I definitely want to make the sloth. Right, so let's give the front cover a bit of a read, because I've noticed a pattern, and it's most of the information's on the front of the box, not inside the box. Right, it includes a cactus, donkey, llama, sloth and a guitar. You've got a crochet kit, contains yarn, crochet hook, darning needle, stuffing and instructions. It's meant to be a skill level 2. I don't know. And you've got an instruction leaflet. I'd hope so. God, could you imagine getting a kit and not having any instructions apart from a picture going, oh look, this is what you could make. Right, again you're getting the this is not a toy warning, and we've got to keep it out of the reach of the kids because there is small parts. Please don't let it be minute buttons again. Right, it is acrylic yarn and the filling is polyester. Again, this product was made in China. Fingers crossed the yarn feels a little bit nicer than before. Right, let's pop this one open. Now this one was sealed on 3 sides, which is pretty nifty. There we go. That didn't work. And yeah, right. Okay, this time round, this is looking pretty nifty. Again, we have got our little booklet. It's quite a sweet little booklet with our hook and needle sewn on. Again, they are plastic. The terminology is in English, or UK terms I should say. So there's me looking through the whole pattern, like the whole bit, and it turns out it's on the first line. Right, it is a 3mm hook that you'll be using, and with each pattern it gives you the list of the colours that you'll need to dig out the box. Right, so first up you have your stuffing. Now this is looking a heck of a lot better than the first kit, the Disney kit, because it's all individually wrapped in sets like this. So it's looking like each pattern that you've got in here will have its own corresponding bag. Now the only writing on it is warning you that the bag is not a toy. So I'll probably end up sitting there and working out which one's which, and then sticking a little sticker to the front of the bag so I know just to grab, that's the one I want, grab and go, because it's going to be ideal for taking in the car when I can't be bothered to do poppies and I want to do something a bit different. I can take one of these in really and pop it in the car really easily. Right, so we have got we have got 2 ones there. Okay, sorry, I've just spotted something, give me a second. Right, sorry, I was looking a bit confused then, because not only have I got the book, but I've also got a little leaflet that had the llama picture on. So I thought, okay, maybe there's been a misprint, but it's not. It's a hints and tips for making the llama. Ooh. So that's definitely going to be worth the read, but I'm going to stick that in with the pattern book in the place where the llama's pattern is, which happens to be slap bang in the middle of the book. Right, so let's get back to unboxing this one. We have got, as I said, the 2 stuffing. A nose on the front. Right, that's going to be the llama kit. So it's got just the basic colours there. Then, sorry, I'm trying to second guess it as I'm going through here. Lots of browns. Right, that one is going to be my sloth kit. And then we have got the grey. Yeah, that'll be the donkey. There's the cactus. Which leaves this one for the guitar. Now the reason I'm looking quite confused is on the guitar pattern there's the tiniest bit of red used, and yet that is a really chunky amount of red, so I might have lifted up the wrong one, but I can't see how. Right, so let's open the guitar one up and we'll see what the yarn feels like. Right, So these balls again have got no banding on them. They're not really held together with much. It looks like it's just been wrapped around a hand. It's really rough. It is definitely the same type of yarn that was in the first kit. So yeah, I may make them, but I think I might end up swapping out. I'll make one with this yarn and then probably swap out to the ALDI colours, because quite a few of these patterns look like I'd be able to get away with using what some of us call scrap yarn, so anything under like 25 grams. So those are the kits there. Am I happy with it? Okay, it's not too bad. I'm certainly not as peeved with it as I was with the Disney one. You'd expect with Disney for them to be wrapped like this, not just shoved in the box. So sorry, I shouldn't keep going on about that one. Right, so with the Fiesta, this kit again was £16.99. It's not a bad little kit. As I said, it's you can grab and run really with all of these. You've just got to remember to take your hook. Whether you use the plastic one that's provided, which does look a little bit short compared to the ones that I normally use. Right, so to give you an idea of the length of your hook, I'm just going to pop it up against a generic 3.5. Sorry, my threes are all tied up with poppies. There we go. And so you're only losing out here on a really small amount. For some reason, to me, it looked like it's about a centimetre, so about ½ inch. But for me, it looked smaller without putting anything up against it. Now, hook size representation, because I'm holding it up against this 3.5, I would say they've got it pretty spot on. There we go. I don't know if how clear it's going to be, but it's got quite a good catch section here. No. Right, so my overall opinion on this kit. The yarn itself is still scratchy. It is going to be really annoying to work with. But presentation wise, the kit looks a lot nicer. It's amazing what a couple of clear plastic bags will do, won't it? But it's organised a lot nicer. Yeah, so I'd happily send this one out as a birthday present, but just give them a heads up that the yarn is a little scratchy. Am I happy to pay the £16.99 for it? Don't get me wrong, I'd rather it was £2.50, but then that's because of a tight button, isn't it? Right, so overall, these are the two kits I'm keeping. The Disney one I am sending back. It's a shame because the patterns look pretty good, but nah, it's not what I was hoping for. I was hoping that that one was going to be a gifted out. So I'm keeping these ones. I'm going to give these ones a go, and then I'll be able to tell you what I truly think of the yarn. Right, well anyway, I'm going to head off now because I've got to get this video edited and uploaded for you all, and I will see you all soon. So please stay in, stay safe, and ta-ra for now. Here we go, wind up some more, and all I literally did was lift it out of the box. Oh, it feels horrid. It may have wool in it because it feels horrid to me, and I'm not very good with wool. Again, these balls don't look neat, they don't look tidy. What's that? Really? I give more yarn in my poppy kits, and they're only designed by me. It's not even tied up. It is literally, it looks like it's been wound around someone's hand. Look, just wound around their hand and then shoved in a box. There has been no thought in this box at all, and how it's presented. It just looks like it's been rammed in, and that's that. Doesn't take a few minutes to pack a box and make it look nice. Hello green, I'll find the ends to you. Hello orange. I understood that some of these balls were going to be different, but is it a box that they've been kicking around in the kicking around out the back of the shop for the last year or so, or even 5 or 6 years? I'm not happy. Not happy at all. Alright, I need to stop recording before I drive you lot insane.